YouTube? We're back with another video.
Hey y'all.
Today we're going to be talking about stay married even if you feel like giving up.
Which is very hard some days, but keep pushing.
Yeah, some days are better than others. You might have that one day you like, forget it, I'm out the door. But you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing.
What else did you want to say about it before I start speaking about it?
Just pretty much remember why you got married in the first place, and remember in the end it's all worth it. You're going to have some good days, you're going to have some bad days. Just like anything else, you got to work at it.
Yeah, like people complain about their jobs or people complain about all kind of things. But do you just flat out say, I'm done with this? Well, some people actually do say I'm done with it. But don't be one of those kind of people is what I'm trying to say. Learn how to tough it out. I'm not saying don't walk away if this person is really doing something super traumatic, like putting their hands on you or, just doing something that they just definitely shouldn't be doing and continuously taking mess after mess after mess and feeling like that's normal, because that's definitely not normal. And to me, my personal opinion, that's not love. I'm not saying that you won't go through things. I repeat, I'm not saying that you won't go through things, because we definitely have. Even before we were married, it'll be 6 years next year that we've been together, and during those 6 years, we've been through some things, but we chose to stick it out. Even during hard times, we chose to stick it out, and I think it makes it a whole lot better when the person that you're with decides not to quit either, because I feel like that's kind of what I was used to. People just getting really angry or just saying, forget this, or I say it, or it's a mutual thing and we both go our separate ways. But to be with somebody who can actually tell me the only way that we'll end is if you end things, or if you do something super traumatic to me, then we'll definitely end. I'm not going anywhere. It made me feel good. Like, wow, you won't? But what's traumatic? What I gotta do to make you leave if I really wanted you to leave? No, I'm just playing.
But yeah, just remember, it takes two to make the marriage work. So if it's just one person working at it, then of course it's not going to work. But again, it takes two. And you both have to still have that same love for each other and still want to work it out. And like when you find that soulmate, you're not going to find anybody else like that person. So you want to keep what you got. Because once you go back out there, you're just going to be searching and then having this relationship, having that relationship, being unhappy, trying to do certain things to replace that happiness. So just keep pushing. Like, it might be hard, but you got to keep pushing. Nothing in life is easy, including being married. So, and also remember, like, sometimes you can be having arguments over the pettiest things, but at the end of the day, you still got to talk it out, still got to come with a resolution, and, just keep it moving.
And it's petty when both of y'all can't even remember what it was about. It's been times that we've had arguments and we'll talk later or a couple days later and be like, what was that we got into it about?
Yeah.
And both of us just bust out laughing. Like, it must not have been that serious, but in the moment it felt like it was that serious to me. So I'm like, I want to talk about it.
And it's not good to go that long either, because it takes a lot of energy. It's a lot of stress that you have, and you could be using that energy for something else. You could have been having a positive day, could have been doing positive things and spending quality time with the person you married with, but instead you holding all that anger and just being mad for days trying to prove a point. So
yes, when it's definitely people out here who wish that they did have a mate like yours, or people who may have passed on that wish that that person was still here. We feel like it's okay to go to bed mad, but what if that person doesn't wake up the next morning? Then what? Or what if you just take a quick nap and that person doesn't wake up from the nap? How would you feel? Would you feel like that argument that you once thought meant everything? Would you still feel that same way if that happened to that person that you say you love? Like, those are the type of things that go through my head. Like, even when I feel like I'm right, or even when I know I'm right, there's been times that I just tell myself, you know what, it's not that big of a deal, because God forbid if he leaves out of here and go to work or anywhere and never returns home because something happened to him, then how would I feel? Would I really feel like everything that we just got done arguing about was worth that argument, or worth me holding a grudge, or worth me saying, I just don't want to talk to you for the next couple hours or the next couple days? You know, like those are the kind of things that I feel like you should definitely take into consideration when you get upset with your mate.
Yeah, because if something like that was to happen, you'll be sitting there thinking like, dang, I should have said this, I should have said that. And you just be reminiscing about everything that y'all had and everything that happened in the past. So if your spouse is still here, make sure you tell them that you love them every day and show them that you love them, because we are here on borrowed time. So
Definitely.
you got to make sure that you make sure that they know that you love them. So,
and like he said, make sure, even if those words don't come out of your mouth, which I feel like they should, if you're with someone that you truly love, you shouldn't just do things to show them that you love them. They should hear those words, I love you, on a daily basis. Or if your husband or wife is in the kitchen cooking, go in there and hug her from behind. Go in there and give her a kiss on the cheek or the lips, or offer to help her do something in the kitchen, or just do something without her asking. Those types of things make us be like, wow, like he really does care, or he really is listening, or he really does love me. Those kind of things can go a long way.
yeah, and it's okay to uplift your spouse, like if they're having a bad day, so to make them keep going also, like she was saying, all the certain things to do to keep them happy also. It's not all about you, it's about y'all as a team, and winning as a team and staying married as a team.
Yeah, because just like you might have had a long day, you
Mm-hmm.
never know if that person might have had a long day. It doesn't matter if you have a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home woman. Her day could have been just as long as yours, if not longer. Trust me, I know. People automatically feel like because a person is at home and the other one goes to work, that their day was born, or their day they spend time doing nothing. There's a lot to do when you have a house to take care of, when you have a husband to take care of, when you have things to take care of that he didn't necessarily remember to take care of. We take care of the back end of things while they're at work. So those are the kind of things that we have to think about, on top of worrying about our own mental health, our own physical health, and everything else that comes along with it. And then sometimes a kid or multiple children. So those are the kind of things that I feel like can sometimes be taken for granted. And you don't want to be the kind of man that does take that for granted, because somebody else may come along, but you don't want to be that type. You don't want to be the one. So I'm just trying to put you up on game.
Yeah, she might have an entanglement.
Or not.
That's possible. So you got to be on your A game the whole time.
Or she might just like the entanglement song and her husband thinks something.
So yeah, make sure you're on your A game, because yeah, they like to say entanglement. The nice way of saying it.
Stay on your A game,
But
like he said.
if your wife is having an entanglement or multiple entanglements, then you should leave. You shouldn't keep putting up with multiple entanglements. She's showing you she doesn't want to be with you. She just want to keep having entanglements. So you gotta go.
How did this flip to entanglement?
I'm just saying.
Y'all, it's something going on in his head and his mind, because I happen to like the new August Alsina song and Entanglement. So every time I turn that on, he gives me the Ike look. Ike and Tina, the movie, he look at me like, what you like about that? I just like the song. I'm not saying that I want one. I just like the song, man.
Bet there's a bunch of women saying that too. Make sure you keep your wife tight, especially now with this entanglement stuff going on.
Keep us tight. We ain't dogs.
Close to you.
Keep them tight. What?
Especially right now with this entanglement going on till that stuff blow over.
But listen, fellas, if you own your A game and doing all the things that you should be doing, and all the things that she feels that you should be doing, like not ignoring her and just being there in the ways that she needs you to be there, it won't be no kind of entanglement going on unless you just got, I'm just gonna be real, a rat.
Oh wow. But back to encouraging your spouse, like if they're having a bad day, like sometimes my wife can have a bad day, but as soon as I come hug her and give her a kiss, her whole day turns around and she's happy. So just little things like that work.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel the same way. Just a simple text when he's at work sometimes. I don't always know because sometimes men, they tend to hold things in because they're men and they feel like they want to get through things on their own. But what I've often told him in our relationship, you don't have to carry the load alone. That's why I'm here to help you, to talk to you, to care for you, to love on you, to pray for you. But sometimes I don't always know, but I'll randomly text him at work like, hey, just wanted to tell you that I love you, or I'll send him a scripture, or I'll send him something funny, and he'll text back and say, you just don't know how much I needed that. Like, today has been a rough, long day, or I've had a lot on my mind today. And I'm like, well, I'm glad I could help, because little simple things like that, like I said, can go a long way on either end, a man or a woman. I said in our last video that women tend to think that everything is always about them, but they go through things too. Sometimes more than us or less than us, but we don't know that. We're not there for them. Do you want somebody else to be at work hyping your man up or telling him how much of a good man he is or how hardworking he is? That's why we should do it. That's why we're here, placed in their life to do those things. And if you have an appreciative husband, then he'll be gassed right on up. He'll love every minute of it. But if you have the kind of man that doesn't appreciate it, then nothing that you do will satisfy him. And that's just the way that it goes. Even with a woman, it can go both ways.
And I believe that video my wife was talking about is on her channel. Challenges Made Champions 89. So it's a marriage talk. Make sure y'all check that out. That's the latest video. So that was just something similar to that.
Yeah. Like I said, this channel won't just be about marriage talk or relationship talks, but since we are married, I do tend to feel like it's okay for us to bring forth those kind of conversations and just have real talk conversations. Because like I said, so many people feel like it's not to be talked about, or that's too touchy, that's too much of a touchy subject. That's why we're here, to talk about it, to not make it so touchy, to just be flat out real and raw. Because like he said, marriage can be tough. Marriage is not for the weak. You have to really be mentally ready and spiritually ready for a thing like this. Like I said in one of our videos we did together, a lot of people look at it like it's just a fad, like it's just something to do. Let's go get married. No, if you aren't really truly ready, don't do it.
Yeah, it's not gonna last too long. I'm just trying to let you know that now. And another key to success is much prayer. If both of y'all pray to God and both of y'all pray together, your marriage will be successful. And like we said, it takes two to make it work. So both of y'all got to be putting in the equal amount of work for it to work, and always keep God first. If you don't have God in your marriage, most likely your marriage isn't going to last that long, especially when you go through the trials and tribulations of marriage. So make sure y'all keep God first.
And let me say this. Don't try to make it perfect for other people. Don't try to be perfect for each other. There's no perfect person. Allow that person to get to know you. Allow yourself to get to know you. There's a lot of things that I'm still learning about myself, and there's a lot of things that I'm still learning about my husband. But as long as you never stop growing, and as long as you never stop wanting to get to know yourself, because there's a lot of people who don't, and that's okay if you don't. That means that you're still growing. And don't allow other people to make you feel like what you do in your marriage is wrong, or that's weird, y'all shouldn't be doing it that way, or y'all shouldn't do it this way. Or just don't make people don't do things for other people. That's why I said don't make it look perfect to other people. It's not that we try to make it look perfect for anybody. A lot of people may think that about our relationship or about us, but we're just Deanne and Byron. We just do us. And if it looks like that to other people, we can't help that. We go through things just like the next person.
I was just about to say, we go through trials and tribulations too, just like everybody else. But like she was saying, the thing is, we're just not going to tell everybody, because that's one of the quickest ways for you to destroy your marriage, is having your business all out in the streets for everybody to talk about.
And check this out. It gives people, I feel like, more opportunity to tell you how they feel about your marriage or about your mate. Don't ever let anybody feel comfortable enough to come and talk to you about your mate, especially in a disrespectful manner. Like, don't ever let nobody pull you to the side like, girl, let me tell you, because I feel some type, you feel some type of way about what? Because once we said I do, you don't allow people to just say whatever they want to say about your mate, period.
Yeah, and like I said, having a business out in the street open up the doors for entanglement, so you got to be careful. But just playing around, there's no entanglements over here. It ain't happening. It ain't happening
at all.
But yeah, just keep it between you and your spouse. Pray to God, let God talk to God. That's who you talk to, not the streets. Talk to God, and He'll fix your marriage, and it'll work.
You went straight to God real quick, because I was about to say, Dale, you don't want to have to gather no bail money with no entanglement this way.
Pray to God. Pray to God. And we came to you with this video because we asked y'all to drop something in the comments. We ain't see nothing, so this is the topic right now. So again, we'll be waiting again to see if y'all drop, comments down for us to talk about, or if not, it might be another marriage topic. So if y'all want to see something else, drop something else. But
and by dropping something else, that just means leaving a comment of something that you would be interested in hearing about. That's it, guys.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah. So we hope y'all enjoyed this video, and until the next time, we'll talk to y'all later.
Peace.
All right, you too.